Hi there, this is question 16 from the June 2012 Unit 3 Edexcel maths paper, and it's a vectors question. Now I've taken the liberty of putting a couple of arrows on to represent vectors A and B. So it gives you information about A, B, C, D is a parallelogram, useful information to tell us that BC is parallel to AD, BC is the same length as AD, CD and AB are the same length, and it means that the diagonals are split up so they meet in the middle as well. So OC is the same as AO in lengthwise. Okay, let's crack on. So write an expression in terms of A and or B from C to A. So because of the parallelogram, we know that these two are the same. So if we're to write it out fully, we've got the fact that CO is equal to OA, and that's because of the parallelogram, the properties of the diagonals of parallelogram. So to work out CA, we can go from C to O and then from O to A. Now we know that OA is called A, and we know that CO is the same as that, so we end up with 2A as our expression for the vector from C to A. For B to A, well, to get from B to A using our B's and our A's, then we need to go first of all the wrong way along B. So we're going to go from B to O, and then I'm going to go from O to A. So that means I'm going to be going the wrong way along B and then the right way along A. So we've got minus B plus A, which can be written as A minus B. You get a mark for either one of those. Okay, we now ask how we get from B to C. So from B to C, I'll probably do the same thing again, is first of all go from B to O and then go from O to C. Now B to O we already know is minus B. O to C, well, C to O is A, so if we go the opposite way along it, it'd be minus A. So that means that our vector for the third part of this first question is minus A minus B, or minus B minus A. It now talks about this point X. X is the point such that OX is 2A minus B. So it gives us a vector describing OX. Find an expression in terms of A and B for getting from A to X. Well, if we know how to get from O to X, then we need to find a way that we can get from A to O and then from O to X. Now, do we know how to get from A to O? Well, we absolutely do. We just go the wrong way along A, so that's minus A, and then this one we're already told is 2A minus B, and if you simplify that you end up with A minus B. Can look a bit tricky, but actually fairly straightforward once you get your head around vectors. B, A and X lie on the same straight line. Explain why. Well, what you should notice is that when we worked out the vector for that one just now, for AX, it was A minus B, and the question earlier when we have to find BA, it was A minus B. So there's two things about that. The fact that it's the same vector has two implications. So because they've got the same vector, where are we? So AX is equal to, there was the other one up here which was BA, which means that AX and BA are, and have a think about what you think I'm about to write, because that will be more useful for your development if you are thinking about it as we go. If they're the same vector, it doesn't mean they have to be in the same place, but what it does mean is that they're parallel. And A is in both those vectors, so both those vectors include point A, so A, B and X are on a straight line. And just in case we need to demonstrate that, sorry if your screen has been a bit wonky, if that's one vector and that's the same vector, you can see that they're parallel wherever I put them. But if the beginning of one is the end of the other, like so, then they have to be one straight line. There's lots of A's and O's and B's and things. Feel free to rewatch the video several times just to make sure you get your head around it. Hopefully that's proved useful for next time you encounter a vectors question. Thank you for your time.